boys and girls. Today, chapter 4, mortal is our vocabulary word. You are going to see mortal used in this chapter. A mortal is a noun that means a person who can die. All humans are mortals. In Greek mythology, the gods are immortals. That means they cannot die. Greek mythology tells the story of how mortals and immortals got along. So a mortal means a person who can die. In this chapter, we're going to look for a twist. The trio is not really in the land of Greek mythology. Where are they? So, chapter 4 starts on page 15. You, boomed Zeus in a voice that blew the hair straight back from our heads. You stole my thunderbolts. Sam and I stood frozen like statues. Fred lifted up his aluminum foil covered thunderbolt. This? Oh, this is just... Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing, yelled Zeus. Fred faked throwing the thunderbolt. Zeus ducked again. I could almost see the light bulb of an idea go on in Fred's head. Yeah, we have your thunderbolt, and we're looking to trade. Ah, you Cyclopses are such a pain, said Zeus. I tried to help you, and this is how you repay me? Ay, ay, ay. Zeus sat down on a nearby boulder. He squinted at Fred. And what kind of Cyclops are you anyway? I've never seen a Cyclops with 3 eyes. 3 eyes, said Fred. He felt the one taped to his Yankees cap. Oh, right. Well, never mind, I said. We are looking for a small blue book. Have you seen such a thing? Zeus turned his fiery gray eyes on me. And who are you to speak, punny mortal? And where did you get that bad-fitting toga and strange sandals? I tried to adjust my bedsheet toga and look noble in my sneakers. I'm Joe. Paris. I said, I'm the Cyclops agent, and we're looking to trade thunderbolts for the book. Zeus held his head in his hands. Lost thunderbolts, nasty Cyclopses, greedy mortals. What a day. But if Hera finds out my thunderbolts are lost, I'm sunk. Fred, Sam, and I looked at each other. This was getting scary. This wasn't the all-powerful Zeus you read about in Greek myths. This guy was the goofy, thunderbolt-losing Zeus from our play. We couldn't believe it. Our own characters from the play had come to life. Then, just like in Act 2, we heard a screeching female voice from above. Zeus? Zeus, is that you down there? It was a line right from the play, but it wasn't Sarah speaking it. Zeus jumped to his feet. It's Hera, my wife. She can't find out that my thunderbolts are gone. If she knows, everyone will know. What a blabbermouth. You've got to help me. Get rid of her. I still didn't know how the book had managed to bring our twisted version of Greek mythology to life. But I did know the only way to get out. Then, will you help us find the book? I asked. Book? Papyrus tablet? Whatever you want, said Zeus. Just get rid of her. Zeus dove behind the boulder. A gorgeous woman leading a peacock appeared from behind a tree. Hera, I said. No, I'm the meaner maid, said Hera sarcastically. Now, where is that bum Zeus? I know I heard him thundering around down here. Where is he? Answer me. Are you paying attention? I did once, but it wouldn't pay me back. So let me make some connections here. I'm going to stop for a second. We know that the boys are clever, and they try to use a lot of silly language. So I know that the real Greek myths did not have any jokes in them. So I think the characters are speaking like the kids because this is really the world of the play. So there's our twist, that this isn't quite the Greek myths that you might read. This instead is their play. So they're being funny and a little bit sarcastic and silly. So for example, here's one. It said, "Are you paying attention?" Like paying someone money. And Sam said, "I did once, but it wouldn't pay me back." So it's just like a funny joke that they've added into the play, and now they're seeing it in this new world. All right. Hera turned on Sam, widening her eyes, looking like she was going to fry him on the spot. I knew Sam had gone too far trying one of his insults on a goddess. Now it didn't matter where the book was. We were all doomed to be burned like toast. Hera raised one arm, pointed at Sam, and burst out laughing. "Now that's the funniest thing I've heard one of you mortals say in a long time," said Hera, still laughing. "Your kind usually just shrivels up and goes dumb when I speak to you. Maybe you can help me out." "We'd love to help you out," said Sam. "Which way did you come in?" "One of us is crazy, but don't worry, I'll keep your secret," answered Hera with her own insult. "Where have you been all my life, and when are you going back there?" countered Sam. Hera got another laugh. "How can I miss you when you won't go away?" Sam grinned. "I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll make the exception." So they keep going back and forth, kind of making fun jokes at each other. Hera howled, laughing so hard she was crying. Sam added another. "You have a face like a baby, and a mind to match." Fred and I were cracking up. "Stop, stop," said Hera, tears of laughter running down her face. "I give up. Who are you? I see you are a follower of the goddess of victory." "Huh?" said Sam. "You wear her name on your sandals, Nike." "Oh, right," said Sam. "I'm Sam Orpheus, follower of Nike. That's Fred Cyclops, worshiper of Reebok. And that's Joe Paris, nuts over Fila." Hera looked us over. "I don't think I know Reebok or Fila." Well, no matter. I was going to turn you all into poisonous little mushrooms for insulting me and stopping me from finding Zeus. But forget that old windbag." The rock Zeus was hiding behind gave a little rumble. "You should come up to the feast on Mount Olympus. We always need fresh entertainment. Bring your thunderbolt." "And what is it that you have there, young man?" "It's a golden apple, ma'am." Your goddess," I stammered. "And who is it for?" asked Hera. I tried to shut Fred up because I knew what he was going to say, and I knew it could only mean trouble for me. But I couldn't stop him. "It's for the fairest," blurted out Fred. "For me? You shouldn't have," said Hera. "Now you must come up to Mount Olympus." My head was spinning. In the last half hour, we had gone from starting our school play to Hades to being invited to Mount Olympus. If things kept going like our play, I could guess what was going to happen if I went up to Mount Olympus with just one apple addressed to the fairest. All the gods and goddesses would fight over it and blame me. "Come on, Joe, let's go," said Fred. "You said it yourself. The book is probably up on Mount Olympus." "On second thought, I'm sure there's no blue book up there," I said, trying desperately to think of a good excuse to not go up to Mount Olympus. "The blue book?" said Hera. "Why, of course we have it. I use it all the time." "All right," said Sam, "so let's make like a tree and leaf." Hera laughed. "Let's make like a deck of cards and shuffle off." "We really shouldn't," I said, still trying to think of why we shouldn't, when I heard a sound that instantly changed my mind. It was a sound I had suggested to end Act 1 of the play. It was the sound of marching feet, one voice calling, the others answering, like a chant going back and forth. We are monsters, we are tough. We are monsters, we are tough. We don't take nobody's gruff. We don't take nobody's gruff. Sound off, monsters. Say it again, monsters. Bring it on down. Monsters, monsters, monsters. We roll. It was the sound of Typhon, the 100-dragon-headed boss of the monsters, leading a nightmare collection of bad guys from Greek mythology looking for a fight. It had seemed like a funny idea when we wrote the play. Now it didn't seem quite so funny. The tramp of feet grew louder. I thought about what would happen when Typhon, snake-haired Medusa, the half-man, half-bull Minotaur, and real Cyclopses with real thunderbolts showed up. You know what I think? I said. I think we should make like a drum and beat it. So that is the end of chapter 4. And as you reread, I want you to think about evidence that this is the play that the kids wrote and not actually a Greek myth. Because it's going with the Greek mythology and the characters, but what they're finding is it's a lot like their play. I also wanted to show you what I wrote yesterday. I started a list of things that I found in yesterday's chapter about Greek mythology. So if you have your book, you could check up on your answers too. So we have that Zeus was on Mount Olympus. That is something that you'd find in Greek mythology. Cerberus loved the music. There was a guy rolling a huge rock up a hill, a guy reaching for fruit and water that kept moving away, spooky sights, and Hades. So today I can add more information, like today we met Hera and Zeus and how, they're going to go up to Mount Olympus for a big celebration. All right, so make sure you reread, looking for evidence that this is the play that the kids wrote. And then today in your workbook, you are going to update your story map, so any other details that you think you should add, and then also update your list about Greek mythology. So what you're doing on your story map is really helping yourself keep track of the events from the story. So anything you add, it doesn't need to be sentences, it just is your ideas, things that you don't want to forget. Okay, and that is going to be your job for the rest of this book also. So just keep adding your notes and things that you learn and things that you want to remember. Okay, good luck.